This Skills at Library video looks at using feedback to improve the criticality and arguments in your written work. Academic staff often give students feedback about their writing including too much description rather than critical thought or analysis. In this feedback, you can see that the student has shown that they understand the topic that they have written about, but have found it difficult to go further than description of the issue into critical or analytical writing. Let's look at some of the differences between descriptive and critical writing to see how you can use this kind of feedback to improve your work. These two short paragraphs of writing about Jane Eyre tell us some facts about the book and describe some of Jane's feelings. To get beyond superficial comments, however, the writer needs to look at the book in more depth. Taking a more critical and analytical approach to writing about the book means doing more than describing what happens within it. One of the first steps towards being critical in this instance would be to read about the book and get some different perspectives on the content and the context in which it was written. In this alternative example of writing about Jane Eyre, we get a different added dimension of understanding about the book and its themes. Rather than just describing what happens, the writer instead begins to analyse one of the major themes of the book. What this piece of writing gives us is a different perspective on the book and a better understanding of how the writer created particular feelings and thoughts in the reader. Writing with criticality might mean that you feel that you are making fewer points, but you should find that you write about the points that you do make in more depth. Good critical writing depends on treating your reading critically and taking good notes which reflect your thoughts as well as the ideas within the texts that you're reading. You can find out more about boosting your criticality by looking at our critical thinking web pages, where you'll find videos, advice, tutorials and printable tips. Assessed writing at university can take many forms. Sometimes you may be asked to write an argument in which you present your own viewpoint about an issue, together with evidence and examples from appropriate literature. An unsuccessful argument might be confusing to read, lack clarity or focus by weaving between loosely connected examples, or have a weak structure that makes it difficult to interpret. A strong plan for your argument can keep your work on track and avoid some of these problems. You could use a template like this one to help you to decide how your points will fit together. To find out more about developing your academic skills, please go to the Skills at Library website.